worry. I'll Google AI it. All right, welcome to the 11:30 matchup where the Lightning are taking on the Centennial Cougars of the Lino Lakes, Blaine area down in the Twin Cities. Blaine, Centerville, Circle Pines, Lexington, and Lino Lakes is the communities that they're in. So another association program combined with several other towns. Of course, the Lightning went down yesterday 6-3 against the Marshall Tigers in not a super well played game by the Lightning. So we're going to pick things up and get things back on track here. We're going to have number 1 Lawson Sullivan in the net for the Lightning here. Lightning are in the white jerseys with black and red stripes as we get things faced off here. On the Cornerstone Arena here in Fargo, we're underway. Wesky on the opposite side trying to get things set up, but it gets taken away. Rickle is going to chip it back down in the corner. Centennial takes it back over, centering pass, but it's cleared all the way down to their goalie here. Through the neutral zone, the Tigers bring it in the zone now. Back checking is Rickla. He takes it right away. He's going to bounce it off the wall up to Murda. Murda dishes it right back to the left circle. On the half wall to Rickla. He's having some troubles. It gets taken away, but Cradaville's going to chase it down and backhand it over to Molesky on the far side. Taken away by the Tigers again. They put it in the zone at the left side. Left circle taken down by Molesky with a check. Murda bounces it out of the zone. Here's a shot on net. Left pad saved by Sullivan. Rickla picks it up. Off the window he goes, and it clears. Tigers put it in the zone quickly again. Up the right side. Skates around right behind Sullivan, looking for a centering pass, but Molesky interrupts that. Tigers hold, and they chip it down in. On the near side, half wall, Fort tries to get it, but it's taken by the Tigers and a shot from the blue line. It's a blocker save. Martin trying to clear it out, and he does, but it gets cleared into the bench. In net for Centennial, number 1 Lucas Blackwood. And of course, number 1 Lawson Sullivan in the net for the Lightning here. Burchell trying to dig things out. Rao comes out with it. Rao bounces off the wall, held in by the Cougars, excuse me. Cougars take a shot. It goes wide left. Tigers was last night, so they dump it down in again. They still have it in the zone. Luchek's going to bounce it over to Brownsill. Brownsill's going to skate it one-on-one here. He skates it in and dumps it in. At the left circle, Rao's going to pick it up. It gets thrown the other way now. Cougars have it. They put it in the zone up the right side. Take a shot, but sprawling out for it is Rochelle, defending that one well. It's going to go all the way down, no icing. He's going to pick it up, and the Cougars put it in the zone once again, up the right side. Trinka takes it away, gets it up to Ricola. Ricola bounces it in the zone. He's looking for Murda, puts it on net. This one goes off the stick of Blackwood. Murda behind the net now. Dishes it over to the half wall to Ricola. Holding is Cradaville. Cradaville takes a shot. It's a right pad save. Cradaville again puts it on the ice. Bouncing puck. Ricola's got it. He's looking for the wraparound. Almost finds the line. Slap shot by Wesky. No good. Wesky holds again from the right side. On the far side corner, Ricola lays a big check. Here come the Cougars trying to break it out. Big check by Murda. Cradaville looking. Oh, he goes right underneath Ricola on his skate. And he takes a fall as the puck is right underneath his blade as he's going for a line change. Wesky back over to Murda. Back over to Yantes. Yantes finds Trinka in the neutral zone. Trinka chips it down and in. Yantes has it still in the neutral zone, but the Cougars chip it down in. That's McLaughlin looking for Martin. Here's Fort now. Bounces it off the wall to Martin. Martin will bring it up the ice. Chips it in, but gets taken away by red jerseys again. Here's McLaughlin. Takes a shot at the net. It goes very wide left. Cougars regaining control here again. They chip it down. Yantes to Martin. Cougars hold. We check. Well, that puck goes underneath him, and he takes a fall as well. Here's Martin. Turns around the other way. Martin looking. Taken away by the Cougars again in the neutral zone. Both teams just not getting a really good handle on the puck right now. Cougars bringing in the zone again, right up the middle. Here's a shot, goes behind Sullivan. Chasing forward is McLaughlin. In the corner, Rao behind the net. Rao's gonna skate it up, look for Brownsell, and this one goes off the window. Lightning are gonna regroup again. It goes off the wall in the neutral zone. Mells bashes it back down into the zone. From the Cougars, 2-on-1, disrupted by Rochelle. Puck's down low behind Sullivan again. Here's a slap shot, goes right across Sullivan. Brownsell looking for Trinka in the neutral zone, finds him. Dishes the puck away, no icing. Line change coming for the Lightning. Again, just can't get a handle on the puck here on both ends with any sort of decisive control. The Cougars have it now down low to the right circle, centering pass, deflected by Wesky. Cougars hold off the half wall. Ricola picks it up now. He's going to skate it. Ricola puts it in the zone, dump and chase to himself here on the far side corner. Murda there to help. Puck comes to the center of the circles. A little pressure there by Murda now behind Blackwood. Lightning hold. Cradaville takes a shot. Stick save by Blackwood. Cougars put it in the zone again up the right side. Right circle. Here's a shot. Right blocker saved by Sullivan. Rebounded on the opposite side. Sullivan saves it again. Molesky bashes it out. Here's Martin. Loses the handle on it. Cougars still have it. Big check there by Molesky in the corner. Slap shot deflected. Slap shot deflected and in right over the left arm of Sullivan. That one is almost impossible to stop. So at the 7:34 mark, Centennial makes it 1-0. Cougars dump it down in again. Big check against the wall against Molesky. Cougars hold again. Yantes trying to chip it out of there. Big collision there with Yantes and another player. Cougars are playing physical. Neutral zone here. Yankees takes it away, backhands it off the window. Martin chasing for it. All the way to the other side. Rochelle's going to pick that one up. Gets it to Yankees. Fans on it. Backhands it over to Martin. Martin over to Fort. Fort puts it in the zone for a line change. Two fans on it. Brownsell holds. Cougars coming the other way. Guy tripped, but they didn't call it. Cougars have it down low. Now left circle, right up to the top of the point. He's wide open. They dish it to the center of the circles here. Mells takes it away, and he clears into the neutral zone now. Rowell trying to dish it across. It gets deflected. Here's Mells in the back ice. He banks it off the wall, but taken away by the Cougars again. They put it in the zone at the left side. Shot. It goes off the back of the net. Rowell's picking it up. Rochelle rims it around all the way to the neutral zone, and Cougars have it and regroup. Recheck is there. Collision holds it in the zone for a second, and the Cougars are coming out with it. They put it in the zone up the right. Collision there by Wesky, and this one's into the netting on a play. So we'll have Centennial will have an offensive face-off here. Ricola barrels down for the face-off, controlled by the Lightning here as Cradaville's got it. Rims it around. Murda gonna pick it up. Murda gets it to Trinka. Got an opportunity here now. Trinka fans on it. Ricola, he's got it. Bounces off the wall. Missed an opportunity there, but Ricola takes a shot of it at the post. Ricola goes off the post on the right side. And the Cougars are coming on a 3-on-2. Down 2-on-2 here. They get right through them, and Ricola is there on the forecheck. Back check, I guess. Puck goes all the way down icing. We'll reset it over here. So we got 4:55 to go. Cougars up by 1 in the first period. Martin's going to try to come out with it. He does. Gets it through the neutral zone. Puts it in the zone. Still has it. Martin charging ahead. On the far side corner. Holding is Molesky. Dishes it down to the near side corner for 40 to chase it down. Cougars looking to break it out. McLaughlin holds him. He loses his stick. Molesky with a nice move there. Marty bounces it off the wall, but Cougars hold. Here's Molesky now regrouping. And to McLaughlin. Puck's going to slide all the way down for another icing. Rowell's going to face it off here. They're going to make somebody switch on Centennial's side. Cougars control. They dump it down in behind Sullivan. Rochelle chasing for it on the far side. Puck goes behind Sullivan again. Here's Rowell. Dishes it to Brownsell right off his stick. Puck's between the circles now. Puck gets cleared. Cougars are regrouping here. shot. It goes just wide right. On the far side, round, we check, trying to dig it off the half wall. Rochelle finally comes out with it. The we check gets Brownsell in the middle of the zone. Brownsell takes a shot, left glove save, but the puck's sitting there. Coming back the other way, Cradaville over to Wesky. Gonna have to regroup here. Wesky gets it up. In the neutral zone, it's taken away, but Trinka found it. His stick on the puck. He dumps it into the zone. Holding is Wesky with the backhand, but Cougars are there to get it out again. Ricola finds himself with the puck in the neutral zone. He's going to skate it up. Breaks it in the zone. He's at the left circle. Makes a move right around him. Net is off. Well, 2:27 to go in the first period. Lightning's still down 1-0. Cougars get the face-off, comes all the way down. It's a stick save right on net to Sullivan. Far side corner. Trinka off the half wall, trying to get it clear. Centennial holds. Puck comes all the way to the near side corner now. Rickle ends up with the puck. He's going to skate it right through the neutral zone, off the left side. He gets hammered into the boards. And the puck is cleared all the way down, icing. With 1:55 to go, we'll reset it over here on this end. Face-off controlled by the Lightning, right underneath the referee. Here's Yantes. He has a chance. He takes a shot. It's out of play into the netting. Face-off controlled by the Lightning. Here's a shot from McLaughlin. It goes off another player's skate. And big hit by Ford as he lays his shoulder in. McLaughlin over to Molesky. Molesky's going to drive it up the neutral zone. Taken away by the Cougars, coming on into the zone here. 40 finds Marty. Marty puts it in the zone at the left. He makes a move at the left circle, but he gets pushed out of the way. Preventing himself for an opportunity there. 40 holds it. So does Martin. Martin gets around the guy. He's on the far side corner. 40 helping out. Here's Yantes now. Holds, takes a shot. It goes wide left. McLaughlin holding on the opposite end. He takes a shot. It goes to the other side of the corner. Yantes and Molesky here. Molesky in the back ice holding things together. And offsides, Lightning. 53 seconds to go in the period. Face off center ice. Cougars control. Recheck puts it in the note. Doesn't put it in the zone almost. It gets stopped in the neutral zone and Centennial puts it back in. Chasing for it is Mells. Centering pass right to the net. That was a dangerous pass, but Sullivan had his eyes on it and stopped it right in the crease with 37.2 to go. Face-off goes in the near side corner. Rochelle's going to rim around to the other side. Picked up by Mells. Mells is going to skate it right out of the zone. He gets pushed down. Wecheck tries to put it in the zone. On the half wall now in the neutral zone. Rao pushing in. Here's a shot. Left glove saved by Sullivan. It pops off his glove and goes right behind him. Right circle shot deflected over to the far side corner. And that's the end of the period. Better later part of that first period, I'd say. We'll keep it here live as we're going to skate on this ice again here for the second period from Cornerstone Bank Arena, where the Lightning are down 1-0. Switching sides here now, going left to right for your Lightning. Bradaville up to Rickler. Rickler gains his own up the left side. Defended well by the Cougars. Murda is there to help out. Rickler back to Murda on the far side corner. Cougars take it right back. All the way down. They put it in the zone up the right. Backhanded pass. Here's a shot. Just goes right over the glove of Sullivan. But it's a little wide right. Here's a big slap shot. This one's gloved by Sullivan in midair. Face off by Yankees. Coming out with it as a cruiser. It's a shot. It's a right blocker save. Then it goes off the window. Off the window again. Yankees ends up with the puck. Gets it in the zone. 2-on-1 here. He takes a shot. Left glove saved by Blackwood from Centennial. Yantes takes a face-off. He gets his own face-off, takes a shot, centers it in the crease on the opposite side of Martin. Martin almost gets an opportunity, but Blackwood covers. Yantes, same thing. McLaughlin steps up. He puts one on the net. Or just goes wide because it got deflected. Valesky's going to hold at the top of the point. Valesky takes a shot. That one goes wide left. Cougars. This one's going to be ice scene if it goes. Yep. We'll reset it again with 13:54 to go in the second. Face-off controlled by the Cougars. They're going to punch it out of the zone quickly against Mel's and Rochelle. It's a 3-on-2. They dump it down in low. Behind the net now. Left circle. Here's a shot. Saved by Sullivan as he knees that one out of the way. Rao comes out with it. Rao gets it up to Brownshill. Brownshill up to Wiechek. They put it in the zone, but it's controlled by the Cougars quickly. They're going to get it right through the neutral zone again. Brownshill banks it off the wall. Battle for it here on the near side. Brownsville gets it behind the net now. Brownsville centers it. Here's Rochelle. Rochelle takes a shot. That one got deflected, it looked like by Rowell right up front. Here's a shot, goes behind the net of Sullivan. Rochelle tries to dish it over, controlled by the Cougars, but Brownsville does get a stick on it here. Still battling for it, he puts it in the zone. Nice work there on that shift for that entire line there. Stepping up is Gradeville. Offside, maybe, yep. Brickla is going to take the face-off here. 12:40 to go here in the second. Brickla gets his own face-off. He circles around. Right behind the net. He takes a backhand, centering pass to Murda. Murda takes a slap at it. It goes right behind. Here's Wesky at the blue line, holding. Trinka back down low to Ricola. Ricola with the puck. Ricola's got it. Centering pass to Cradaville. He punches it between the circles, but the Cougars have it. Taking it over. Into the zone. Cradaville with a big hit. Cougars centering pass, shot, saved by Sullivan. It's a scrum at the net. Shoving and pushing going on. A parent yelling, "Don't break that stick. It's almost out of warranty." Gotta love it. Shot saved by Sullivan, and it's cleared. It's a race. It's going to be almost on net. That'll be icing. Good hustle there by Ricola. 11:58 to go in the period. Don't see that too often. Yankees with the face-off, gets it over to McLaughlin, trying to get it out of the zone here. Here's 40. Gonna have to regroup it again. Cougars regain control of it. Here's a shot, saved by Sullivan. Martin. Cougars hold again, but Martin does get it clear. And Cougars put it back in the zone once again, up the right side. Here's a shot, it goes wide left. 40 picks it up. Intercepted again by the Cougars. Cougars put it in the zone again. They chip it down in for a chase. Shot, right pad save by Sullivan. And this one will be another icing inadvertently. And we'll reset it over here again with the line change coming.
We get ready to rock and roll. We'll roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Face-off controlled again by the Cougars on the near side half wall. Punched out, nope. They hold in. Far side corner, chasing for it is Mells. Goes to the ice. Rao chips it out to Brownsville. Brownsville gets it to Wiechek in the neutral zone. Dishes it back to Brownsville. Now up to Rochelle. Rochelle puts it in the zone up the right to Wiechek. He dishes it back to Rochelle. Rochelle takes a shot. It goes right behind the net. Holding is Mells. Mells takes a shot at the net. Saved by Blackwood. .10:35 to go in the second period. Cougars rimming around. Wesky holds over to Trinka. Trinka back to Murda. Murda behind the net down low. He centers it up the center circles, but the red jerseys are there to kick it out. near side wall now. Wesky gets it to Trinka, puts it in the zone again. Backhands it down low behind Blackwood. Ricola holds it in. Far side wall. Cougars get it clear. Wesky and Cradaville chasing this down. Cougars regain control behind the net. Now it's right in front of the crease. Kicked away. Here's Murda. Murda chips it. Goes around him. Murda with an opportunity here. He takes a shot. Left pad save by Blackwood. And they clear. Wesky backhands it back into the zone to Ricola. Ricola circles around. Right circle. Makes a move. Takes a shot right off the mask of Blackwood. Another save. Here comes the Cougars. They put it in the zone up the right side. They take a shot. This one's saved by Sullivan. It goes over the crossbar. Rochelle back up to Ricola. Ricola battling forward. He puts it in the zone. Tries to make a move. Goes onto the skates of number 3 there. On the opposite side now. Here come the Cougars with a 2-on-2. Shot, save off the stick. Here's Wiechek. He's looking for Brownsell. He finds him. Brownsell was thinking Rao was still going into the zone when he stopped. Cougars put it in the zone now. 3-on-1. Over to the weak side. Just misses on the pass. Slap shot. Right pad, left pad save. Here's Wiechek. Looking for Brownsell. Finds him. Brownsell with an opportunity here at the left circle. He takes a shot. He puts it in! Wiechek to Brownsell for a 1-1 tie. A lot of fast break action going back and forth there the last few minutes, and the Lightning are able to capitalize and put one on the board. Good puck movement last few minutes. This one goes on the stick of Sullivan. He pushes it back away into the corner. Big hit there by Yantes. Banks it off the wall over to Marty. Marty finds 40, but it's icing as it goes off his skate and all the way down. Facing it off down here, right behind Sullivan. The puck goes. Chasing for it is Molesky. Takes him down. Takes him down again. They're going to call a penalty on that roughing as he threw his fist. As the player was down, one too many George Foremans as he was down. And that's going to put Molesky in the sin bin for a couple minutes. So reset here, Lightning now in the penalty kill situation with 8:12 to go in the second period. Tie game 1-1. Got Ricola, Murda, Cradaville, and McLaughlin on the ice for the Lightning. Not sure what's going on here, why Cradaville's coming off the ice. Got called for a delay of game there. Here we go, facing it off here. Power play for the Cougars here, centering between the circles. They bounce it out to the right circle. They're going to have to regroup as they can't hold it there. Pressure there by Murda. Comes to the near side, now through the neutral zone. They put it in the zone up the right side, at the right circle. They're going to dish it back. Now to the top of the point. Dishes it over the left circle. Shot, saved by Sullivan. Taken away by Ricola. Ricola's got some wheels. He just misses on to Murda. And it'll be a icing coming down this way with 7:36 to go in the second. Face off for the Cougars. Here's a shot from the left. Stick saved by Sullivan as he gets his timber high up in the air, and it's cleared by Rickla for another icing. Face-off controlled by the Lightning. Wesky's going to get it all the way down. Another no icing. That's deflected. Sorry about that. 1 minute to go on the power play. Rickla comes up with it in the corner as he's battling for it. Off the half wall. Now here come the Cougars. We're going to have to hustle and get back. Cougars are going to put it in the zone up the left side. Makes a move. Left circle. Off the post. He takes a shot. And cleared by Wesky again. And we'll face it off again. Face off, Cougars hold at the blue line. He's at the point, he dishes it back down to the left circle, wide open, weak side. Almost gets a shot off there. And oh, here's an opportunity for Kobe Yantes. Yantes between the circles. Puts one off the top of the crossbar. Bar down, baby. Yantes with the shorty. Puts it off the bar on the top and puts it in. It's 2-1.